Hello guys, I'm Bethany. Welcome back to my channel. Today it is very gloomy, very cold, giving fall vibes, and I still wanted to film some videos, so we're just gonna make this like a cozy vibe here. We're gonna sit, chat, make this like, I don't know, I feel like all my videos are pretty casual, but I feel like this video is going to be just like extra casual. We're just gonna sit here, we're gonna chat about some books, you know. This video is the end of your book tag, end of your TBR tag. I don't really know what it's called, but that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm very excited. It's just a fun little tag to talk about the books that I want to read the rest of the year, which I've also tried to pick books that I know I will maybe hopefully get to. Like I didn't pick books that I'm like, I know I'm not gonna get to those. You know what I mean? So let's just get started on these questions. I will also have them written below. If you want to do this video, you totally should. And let's get started. So first is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Which I feel like usually I'm not like the person that reads multiple books at once or like starts a book and doesn't finish it. Unless like I'm just planning on DNFing the book. But I have 4 books that I'm currently in the middle of, or at least have started. I don't really know. So first is Just Another Love Song by, excuse me, Carrie Winfrey. And I'm like halfway through this book and I've actually been tabbing it because I love the writing. But I've also been kind of like, I'm just not super connected to the characters, so I just haven't been wanting to pick it up. But I do want to finish it because I am like halfway through. And I do think it's like a really cute small town romance. So I'm hopeful that I will finally finish that. It's just not really like what I'm in the mood for. It's just not giving what I wanted it to give, which is disappointing. So hopefully I will finish it though. But I did like really enjoyed it at the beginning and then it's kind of fallen flat. But I hope to actually finish this. Next is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the second book after The Naturals and I'm on page 84 and I didn't put this down because I wasn't enjoying it. I put it down because I wasn't in the mood for a mystery. So I hope to pick this back up when I am in the mood for a mystery. Yeah, I'm hoping to finish this by the end of the year. Surely I will because this is such a quick read. Like I read The Naturals in like a day, like one sitting. It was so quick. So I think I will finish this and I am really enjoying the series, but I just haven't been in the mood for a mystery. And then next we have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I'm currently on page 85 and honestly this book is frustrating the heck out of me because I read Fourth Wing when it came out in May and I feel like I don't remember anything from Fourth Wing, like the characters, anything like that I cannot remember. So when I read this I get so frustrated because I'm like, I don't know who that person is, I don't know what they're talking about, and I honestly feel like the characters should have been made more memorable in Fourth Wing. Like I feel like I usually don't have that problem when I read a book like months later. If a book is released like months later, like the second book, you know what I mean, like or the third book, I usually don't have any problems, but this I'm so confused and it makes me so frustrated. So I'm not very far into it at all, but I would like to finish this by the end of the year. I hope to finish it in November. We shall see. I asked one of my friends who some of the characters are because I don't remember them. There's like only a couple characters that I actually remember from Fourth Wing, and I did watch a like review video of Fourth Wing to remind myself before this came out, and I don't think it's helped. So I'm in the middle of this. Hopefully, well, I'm started this. Hopefully I will finish it. Next, I'm actually gonna put the last one in the second question, which is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? And I do. Olivia and Friendship by Sarah North. It's a debut novel and the cover is so cute. It's a small town closed door romance and I want to finish it. I'm like almost halfway through and it's very much giving autumnal fall vibes. So I would like to finish this by the end of the year. It's like a fake dating, small town. She works at a bakery. It's really cute. So I think he's also a musician. So I want to finish that. And it's also autumnal. And then, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Actually, I have a few that I'm still waiting for. One is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. This is her next YA romance. I'm very excited. I feel like I'm not as excited as the other ones, but I'm still excited to read this book, see how it is. I love her YA romances. And then Sable Peak by Bethany Perry. This is the last book in the Eden series. I am so excited for it to come out. It comes out December 7th. I don't really know, but I'm so excited for it. It's a small town, kind of romantic suspenses, and they are so good. They're all about a different sibling, and this is the last one, and I'm so excited. Next is Never by Jessa Hastings, and I am so excited. She wrote the Magnolia Parks universe, if you don't know, and this is a fantasy. It's like a Peter Pan retelling, and I am so excited for it to come out. I feel like it's gonna be so good. It comes out like December 5th, very soon, and I am pumped. I cannot wait for this book to come out. And then Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is the second book after Divine Rivals. I'm so excited for that book to come out. It's gonna be so good. Like the end of Divine Rivals, I need Ruthless Vows right now, and it comes out December 26th, which I feel like is so fun because like all the hype and excitement of Christmas, and then the next day Ruthless Vows comes out and it keeps on giving, you know? And then what are 3 books you still want to read by the end of the year? So I have a few that I would like to read by the end of the year because I'm really interested to see if I'm gonna like them. I have heard really great things about, well, about 2 of these. One I haven't heard many reviews about, or any reviews about, but I just want to see what my thoughts are. So first is Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kimmerer. This is actually on my TBR this month. Allie picked it in my TBR jar video, and I really want to read it. I love her books so much, and I feel like this is going to be like a quick read. It's an emotional YA romance. I loved Call It What You Want, and I read it so quick, so I feel like this is going to be a really quick read. Don't really know what it's about, but I'm very excited. Like, the font is very big. I feel like it's just going to be really, really good, and Allie raves about it, so very excited. And then I also want to read You With a View by Jessica Joyce. I've heard such good things about this book on Instagram specifically, and I really want to read it. This is a road trip romance. Like, two former high school enemies must reunite for a road trip, and it just sounds so good. This is actually a debut novel, and I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I'm so excited. Also, it's literally like the most beautiful cover. Okay, no ma'am. And then lastly is Maybe Once, Maybe Twice by Allison Rose Greenberg. I've heard like no reviews about this, but the premise sounded so good and I really want to read it. Basically, this girl made a pact with two different people saying like, if we're 30 and we haven't got married, we should get married, or maybe not 30. 35, and then she turns 35 and both of them show up, which sounds so good. So I'm very excited to read this. And I think there's these like short, sweet romances are going to be very easy to hopefully read by the end of the year, and I'm very excited to see what I think. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become a favorite book of the year? I definitely think Ruthless Vows is probably going to be a favorite of the year. If it lives up to my expectations and it's as good as Divine Rivals, the duology in general could definitely be a favorite of the year. I feel like it has very high potential. I do think Never could be a favorite of the year, but also I'm not sure because it is the first book in like a fantasy series. It's gonna be a whole new world, so I'm just curious how that's gonna be. But I definitely think Ruthless Vows has a very good shot at being a favorite of the year. And then the last question, wow, this is so quick. The last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2023? Yes, I have. I've been thinking about it. And first, I really want to read Crescent City and Crescent City 2 before Crescent City 3 comes out. Like, that's my plan for January, is to read Crescent City because I've read ACOTAR, well, all of ACOTAR except A Court of Silver Flames. I DNF'd that one. And all of Throne of Glass, and so I really want to read Crescent City. I've heard such good things about it. I've heard it's kind of hard to understand, which scares me, but I've also heard it's so good, and the third one obviously comes out in January. So, very excited to read that. I planned to kind of read it this year, and then that just didn't happen, so I feel like January will be the time that I do that. And the second thing I want to do is read all of my physical TBR, and the ones that I don't want to read, donate them. Like, if they've been sitting on my TBR and I just don't want to read them, I need to get rid of them, which I did recently, but I still have a lot of books on my physical TBR, like for me, so I want to get rid of the ones that I just don't want to read, you know? And then lastly, this year I made like a 24 books, or I made a 23 books I want to read in 2023, like a 2023 TBR, and I've read like maybe half of those books, and I've realized that I just put random books on that list, and I also didn't put new releases on that list, and so like none of those books I really want to read now. So I think for 2024 I'm going to make a TBR that's like, I know I'm gonna read these books this year, including new releases. Like, I did videos this year, one of my 2023 like new releases that I was excited about, and then also a 2023 TBR, but I think I'm just gonna combine those videos because I feel like I will actually read the books on my TBR if I include new releases, because I'm going to read those anyways, instead of picking 24 books that I like might not read, you know? So we shall see. I feel like there are so many new releases that I'm so excited about, so that'll probably be like half of my TBR is new releases. So anyways, that is my plans for 2020. Wait, did I put 2023? I'm in 2024. I just copied and pasted these questions from my last Q&A, or my last one of these videos last year, so it says 2023, but I meant 2024. So anyways, I think that is all for this video. That's all the questions. It's just short, sweet, chatting about end of the year, my TBR. I feel like I have not as many books planned to read because I just know I won't get to them. Like, these I'm really hopeful that I'll get to, and I also know I'm gonna read a lot of Christmas books by the end of the year, so I'm hopeful that this is doable, but we shall see. But thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what's on your like end of year TBR, what you want to read before the end of the year. And I cannot believe it's almost 2024. That is insane. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for literally one of the greatest years on BookTube. It's been so much fun, and I cannot wait for the holiday content and all the stuff to come for the rest of the year. So anyways, that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon for my next video. Bye.